Take a look here at 27-year-old Pablo's profile that he posted on a popular dating site. He's 6 foot 1 inches tall, seems like a handsome guy. He lists his profession as weapons and tactics. Sounds exciting, right? His intent is listed as wanting a relationship. And, hold on ladies, he's single. Because he says right there, marital status single. Any takers? I mean, interesting, right? Intriguing? Well, there's only one problem. Pablo is already taken by this woman. Yeah, you're saying correctly, that is his wife of 3 years, Anna. Now, she claims Pablo is a cheater who is unapologetic for his behavior. Take a look.
Pablo and I have been married for 3 years. We started dating almost instantly after we met each other. Pablo was the first guy I had ever had sex with. When I was at the beach, it was a great ceremony. That was a happy time for me. He was deployed overseas. When he returned from Iraq, that's when the problem started. He became distant. I finally found out that Pablo was cheating on me when one day he got into some trouble and I had to pick him up. When I arrived to help Pablo, they told me that his girlfriend has already arrived to help him. I saw the girl. When I told her who I was, she drove away. When I got home, I confronted Pablo. He admitted to having an affair. He admitted that they had sex twice a week. I felt broken. I felt stepped on. I felt betrayed. He told me after the affair that he will end the relationship with that woman and will start working on our marriage. It was hard to believe, but I was willing to give it a shot because I wanted to save my marriage. I've been trying to learn how to trust him again.
Pablo says she should trust him because he's only been unfaithful one time over a year ago, and then his wife needs to stop being so suspicious and just trust him again.
When I first met Anna, I thought she was the most beautiful thing that I ever saw, and we hit it off. I went to work to Iraq. During the first year that I was overseas, Anna was great. She sent care packages, letters. After the first year, it stopped cold, and I felt abandoned by her. For the last year, Anna and I have been able to live in the same household together as a married couple. I was having some real family issues, and I needed the support and comfort of Anna, and she chose not to be there with me. Instead, she was out partying. I needed attention from somebody else, and I met this other woman, and I started a relationship with her. We just meet up maybe once or twice a week, and we just have fun together. We did have sex. My wife finally found out about this woman and confronted me. It's been over a year since I admitted to being unfaithful to Anna, yet she still continues saying that I'm cheating on her and being unfaithful to her, which I'm not, and I'm getting tired of it. Anna has invaded my privacy by unlocking my phone, figuring out the phone password on my phone, going through my text messages, going through my contacts, actually calling and texting some of my contacts. I don't have any privacy in this marriage and in my life right now. I only had one occasion that I was unfaithful to her, and she should be able to move on and trust me.
Are you prepared to be honest today?
Yes.
I want you to be honest. Put it all on the table. Because otherwise you're just wasting your time and mine. Now, here are the issues according to Pablo. He says Anna was not supportive during his time in Iraq. And by that you mean at first she was. She was sending kind of care packages, some comfort items, favorite things, texting, being in contact with you, but then that just kind of fell off, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay. He says Anna had an affair while he was in the National Guard. He says Anna refused to go with him to his grandmother's funeral, and that she is always suspicious and accusing of him being unfaithful. Those are your issues.
Yes.
What do you say about all that?
Well, half of it is not true.
Did you have an affair?
No, never.
You didn't have an affair?
No.
Did you sort of have an affair?
No.
Did you kind of have an affair?
No. No.
Were
affair.
you being flirty and engaging with other men?
No, never.
Well, he says you did.
Because he thinks that way.
Did you stop being supportive when he was overseas? Did you stop sending him packages and texting and staying in contact with him?
Perhaps I slowed down a bit because of too many things going on in the U.S. I was taking care of things, of bills, and perhaps I got a little bit carried away with the everyday life.
So you might have let up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. And you are suspicious. You are accusatory.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so what are the marital issues according to Anna? She says Pablo cheated. He has no real job. He says he's a personal trainer. And he says he's going to college, but these are all questions because you just don't know anything about it, right? You just have no details about it, right?
Correct. Yes.
Is that true? Do you have a job?
Yes, I do.
Are you a trainer?
Yes.
Personal trainer?
Yes.
Yeah. Why does she think you don't?
I mean, being a personal trainer, there's no set hours. And I do go to college. I do go to school.
Yeah. How many hours you taking?
Full-time.
Full-time? How many hours is that?
12.
12 hours? What are you studying?
Well, I was studying criminal justice, and now I was trying to take psychology.
Psychology.
Yeah.
So you do admit that over a year ago you were unfaithful, you cheated.
Yes, I do admit that.
Why did you do it? What was the story?
I did it because I just stopped. I stopped feeling love for Anna. I stopped having emotions for her.
So you don't love her?
Well, for a period of time, I didn't. Now my love is trying to get back there to her.
Are you focused on her?
Yes.
So you're dealing with her at this point?
Yes.
To the exclusion of all others? Because
Yes.
I always say you can't fix your marriage by turning away from each other. So you've turned towards her and you're focused on her?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're in. You want to try to make this work?
I do try to make it work, yes, because I have hope. I have hope for us.
Are you telling her the truth? You said, I had an affair a year ago, and that's it.
Yes. It's been over a year since I admitted to being unfaithful to Anna, yet she continues saying that I'm cheating on her. I only had one occasion that I was unfaithful to her.
I have never cheated on Pablo. He thinks I'm doing the same thing that he's doing to me. Pablo is probably accusing me of cheating because he's the cheater.
I'm not cheating. That's in the past. There's nothing going on anymore.
Well, Pablo claims that she just needs to back off because he has cheated once. He says he's sorry about that. And it's because he says Anna cheated on him while he was in Iraq. He said he found pictures and text messages between her and another man. Now, Anna denies cheating and says Pablo's the cheater. So do you have pictures and text messages? Because we asked you for them and you didn't have them.
I was trying to get her a new phone, so I needed her old phone for her to transfer the data. And then that's where I saw that she was sending pictures and texting guys while I was away in training.
Is that true?
I honestly cannot remember sending pictures to anyone.
Well, you say you don't recall. I mean, look, come on. I
don't-
said at the beginning,
Right.
if you want to have a chance to fix things, we got to be honest and put it on the table. So I'm asking you straight up, did you cheat on him while he was in prep to go to Iraq, or did you not?
No, I didn't.
Were you sending text messages and pictures to somebody? I don't recall. I mean, you're not in a deposition here. I'm just asking. You either did or you didn't. You either sent pictures to some guys or you didn't.
I believe I didn't. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Did you have an affair with somebody?
No.
Okay. And you have had one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in fact, we did some digging of our own, and we did find some evidence. Our evidence has a name, and the name is Amanda. Take a look.
Pablo and I met in college. We started flirting and kissing. Pablo told me that he and his wife were separated, and I believed him. I was married at the time. At first, when Pablo kissed me, I pushed him away and I said, "Whoa, I'm married, Pablo. We can't be doing this." Later, Pablo and I started flirting again, and eventually we had sex. I do feel as if Pablo took advantage of me. A week or so after Pablo and I had had sex, I'd gotten this text and a voicemail from this woman saying that she was Pablo's wife and that she wanted me to stop speaking.
I decided to look through his phone, and I learned there was a number he'd been texting how much he loves her, misses her. She admitted that they had sex.
I was dumbfounded. I was astonished beyond all belief. Pablo probably is a habitual liar. Anna and I have gotten together to try to bring these lies out into the light so that they don't happen again.
You said you had one affair a year ago when you talked to her about it. She knows about that one, okay? Is this number two?
Yes, it is. Anna found out about it, and we talked that we were not going to say anything, but she told me a lie.
When we talked about either there'll be anything else, any surprises in the show, I didn't confront him.
You don't produce this show. I do. Look, do you want help, or do you want to come in here and tell me a pack of lies and then go home and be the same place you were?
I didn't want to do the show in the first place.
Then why are you here?
Because she told me to do it.
Have you lied to me since you've been out here?
About what?
About whether or not you've had more than one affair.
Well, just that. Well, since it came into light, yes. I mean, with the mandate.
Why? I said, are you willing to be honest? You said yes. You get it all on the table so it can be dealt with in a mature fashion.
I understand that, Dr. Phil, and she never told me that she was going to write to you or anybody else, and, you know, I didn't want on national TV about my marriage, about my life, what's happening.
You're here.
Because she told me to do it.
So this is her fault.
Pretty much.
It's not your fault for cheating, it's her fault for not describing to you. Let me tell you, we dig. We ask you a million questions, right? We gave you every opportunity to be forthcoming. We gave you every opportunity to be forthcoming. And I do my homework, and I make no apology for that, because I can't help people if I don't know what's wrong.
Okay.
And
that's fine.
And that's a cheap shot. You know, you're saying, oh, I'm a victim here. I'm a victim
I'm not
here.
playing
What the hell you mean you're a victim
I'm
here?
not playing the
Own
victim.
it.
I just didn't know that, you know, this was going to happen. Like,
So what? You knew you were lying to me when you came out here and sat down. I said, do not waste your time or mine. Tell me the truth.
okay.
So are you telling the truth?
Yes, I am.
So there's the one she knows about plus Amanda.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
What is the stipulation about just not doing the show anymore? Can I just stop and walk?
You can do whatever you want to do, but what you don't want to do is say you want help and then lie about it.
I want to fix us, but I feel like this is the only chance I have, the last chance I have, the last chance we have to fix. And I don't feel comfortable when you guys like, ooh him, because my heart breaks down when you guys do that to him. It breaks down because I care about you. I love you. I still love you. Yes, it hurts when you do to me, but I still love you, and I still have hope for us. This tiny bitty hope that's still there. I want things to work. I want you to figure out how to crawl out of this hole. I want to be out of this hole that we're sitting in our marriage.
Okay.
That's interesting. All you got to do is tell the truth, and then there is no surprise. There is no embarrassment.
Okay.
So what's the truth?
Anna, I love you. I care about you. But just, this marriage is not the same anymore.
That's
It hasn't been the same.
So what happened the past 3 days that we had great time together.
I even
had
told you on
great
Saturday
time
that
with
I
your
wanted a
family.
divorce, and I
I
didn't
felt
want
like
the show.
I'm married again. What happened to this?
I
What
told
happened
you on
to
Saturday I
telling me
wanted
how
a
much you
divorce.
love me a few days ago?
He says he told you 3 days ago he wanted out.
Yes, but then 2 days later, how much he loves me. What happened to it?
There was a situation on Saturday that I was just going to take it home and not do the show because, I mean, it just made me realize that I don't belong in this marriage, that I don't need this marriage.
If that's true, then why lie? I mean, if you're on your way out, if it's over, why not at least tell her the truth? I mean, why, if you're going to leave her, why not at least tell her the truth?
I tried to several occasions, but I told her that I want a divorce, that I want out, and she told me no.
But that's not the truth.
Did you tell Amanda you were single?
I
She
did.
said in the tape that you lied to her and said you were single.
No, I told her that I was with someone at the time.
Did you tell you were married?
No.
So you kind of waffled it
Yes, I did.
because your dating profile says you're single,
Okay.
but you're not. So that's a lie.
Yes, it is.
And it's interesting that you're offended by her lying to you, but the stack of lies that you seem to be accumulating might dwarf hers.
So is this just a show about me lying?
Well, that's certainly part of it, wouldn't you think?
Okay.
I mean, if you're in a relationship and you're lying to your partner, and I'm here to help you with this relationship, would that be a relevant topic?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, okay, I do have a dating profile.
Are you active on that dating profile?
Just talking.
Just talking. To other women.
Yes.
You've talked to 7 of them since you got to LA.
Yes.
So you want to know that, true?
Yes. Well, I would want to know why. Why, who you looking for? The perfect one? Who you looking for?
You were the perfect one.
So what happened?
You stopped
I stopped to be perfect. When?
a long time ago.
When? When did I stop to be perfect enough for you? Good enough for you?
Back in Iraq.
When I stopped sending you enough packages like the other year? That's what
Pretty much.
changed
When I
my
needed you the
perfection?
most.
I see.
Did you talk to Amanda about her?
I did.
So you talked to another woman about your wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amanda's here. If you want to talk to her, she's here. She can tell you what he said about you. Do you want to know?
Absolutely. It's
Well, Amanda,
interesting.
come on out. Amanda, how are you?
Good. How are you, Dr. Phil?
Okay. Now, to be clear, you didn't know he was married to her at the time?
To be honest, he said that he had been separated. He was still currently married, but that he'd been separated for a year.
For a year? Mm-hmm. Is that true?
No, we've never been separated.
You've kind of given an explanation of why you lied to her, but why lie to her?
Wonder how many more chairs you can fit over there. I'm just playing. I don't know. I'm sarcastic, by the way, Dr. Phil, so.
Yeah, how many more chairs do we need?
Not enough. I'm just playing. I don't know.
Why did you lie to her? I mean, you said she abandoned you when you were in Iraq and she was not the person that you married and all, but then you meet this woman who's new and hasn't yet betrayed you or offended you or failed you in any way, but you lied to her too. Why lie to her?
I don't know.
Y'all split up for a week? You took a week break?
Yes.
And you said you wanted her ring and you wanted her to have your ring. Mm-hmm. Why did you take the week break?
Oh, that was last year. Pablo brought it up, and he offered us to live apart for a week, separately, to connect with God, to actually find ourselves, to figure out what we want to do with the marriage.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Did you think about it?
No, I didn't.
What'd you do?
Went on a cruise.
By yourself?
No.
With another woman?
Yes.
Not this one?
No.
You went on this cruise with her while she was praying and reflecting on the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks my heart. It proves me again that I'm the only person battling for marriage, fighting for marriage, trying to work for it. Just
I was hoping to change. I was hoping for me to change, for us to change.
for us to change.
Yeah. For mainly me.
I was pretty flexible to change. I wanted to change.
Okay.
You never gave me opportunity to.
But you were on a cruise with another woman. That's not reflective of change, right?
No.
And why did you want her ring?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go now. So,
Who is Bernice?
is she on the show too?
Part?
Is she on the show too?
Who is Bernice?
It's another woman that I'm seeing.
It's another woman you're seeing.
Yeah. But
Did she have something to do with the ring?
one time not really as a joke, but I was like, hey, I got this ring. That's it.
Is that the truth?
Well, I pretended around like I proposed to her or not, but I didn't propose to her.
She kind of thought you did. You want the truth.
I want the truth.
Well, here's what Bernice had to say.
I met Pablo on a dating website 6 months ago. He started messaging me. He was very aggressive. The first day, he was like, hey, let's meet up. His profile said he was single and looking for a relationship. He came off as a big flirt. He's very friendly and outgoing. He started getting serious 3 months ago. Me and Pablo were intimate maybe once a week. I was starting to fall in love with him. One night, 2 months ago, Pablo took me out to dinner, and he's like, I bought you something, and it was a ring. And I was honestly shocked. I did not say yes to his proposal. I said no, and he was upset about it, and he made a big deal about it.
Come on down.
Okay, Bernice, come on out. Hi, Bernice.
Hey, how are you?
Did he ask you to marry him?
He sure did.
Was he serious?
Yes, very dead serious.
And he asked you to marry him with her ring.
Yes.
She's so embarrassed by this, she doesn't want her face shown, right?
Yeah, more towards my family. It's not embarrassing for me, but yeah, I mean, it's a big thing with my family, and he met my family.
Who is Alina?
Too good to be true, yeah.
Who is Alina?
Too good to be true, yeah.
Huh?
There's another woman that I started talking. I never met her though.
Yeah. Oh, actually you have. Because these two actually got together, Bernice and Anna,
And they were Alina?
and they collectively decided to become Alina. And they've been talking to you. They've been talking to you on the dating website and going back and forth.
Why do this show though if you know all about this? Why?
I've seen more than you think I've seen, but I don't know if you actually see yourself of what you're doing.
Okay, so why? Why bring me out here if you know about her, why?
Because I still care. I care about you. No matter how much you hurt me, I care about you as
So
a
let me ask
human.
you a question, even after all this and after what you just found out, you still want to work this marriage?
I don't know.
You don't know.
it's not about humiliating you here and put everything on a platter to show you, you know, that, oh, I know.
That's exactly what you're doing.
It's about you. It's about just you to see what you've been doing to other women with their lives, what you've been doing to me. And I feel like it's the last chance for you to actually change.
Why do you need to lie to every woman you encounter and interact with? Don't you think that's odd?
Yeah, it is.
And her hope was that when you came out here and I said, let's put it all on the table, that you would just man up and say, you know what? I have checked out of this. I have been involved with other women. I'll give you a list if you want it. I don't care. We got to either be honest or shut this thing down. That's what she's telling us. She wanted the hope. Which is why I started this dialogue with saying, will you be honest with me while you're here?
Okay.
To which you said yes and then began to lie.
We're done. You obviously are done too. I mean, you're not going to be able to go back to back home and try to fix our marriage. We're not. So just let it be. And I'm sorry. Sorry to you, but mostly sorry to you.
What did he text you a half hour before you got on the plane?
About how much he loves me, he wants to marry me, he wants to have kids with me. So it's a lot.
The thing you should be thinking about is not just that you've lied to this woman, but that you lied to that one, and I bet you lied to the one on the cruise.
Yeah, I did. I lied to all of them.
What do you tell them? I'm a monster, a psycho, crazy? That I ruined your life?
You pretty much did.
I did by not giving you enough attention because I've been
You made me quit my job, a job that I loved, a job that I always wanted.
You're not a kid that parents make you. This is a couple here. I can't make you do things if you're not willing to.
We're done. So why continue on with the show? Why continue on with this? Why?
So you could see yourself and get sick of yourself, of
Okay.
what you do.
All right. Dr. Phil?
Question?
Now what? Where's the show going from here?
What if this is the wake-up call that stops you from destroying every relationship you get in before you even get halfway into it? What if this was that wake-up call where you came and said, you know, wow, talking to these three beautiful women here that I've lied to every one of them, I've hurt every one of them, I recognize that I gotta clean up my act here. What if this was a wake-up call and you are better than what you've been?
Of course that I'm better, and I'm sorry that this ever happened, and I never wanted this. I believed in marriage and the whole matrimony and the whole commitment.
Well, you know what? I'm going to add one more chair.
And I made a fake profile on the dating website so we could catch Pablo with other women. We used a fake photograph so Pablo wouldn't get suspicious of me or Anna. Pablo started messaging us actually the next day on the fake profile. We were able to see all the messages from all the girls that he's been talking to. He's gotten at least 20 phone numbers. Pablo is a cheater and a liar, and he manipulates everybody, especially women.
Now, I'm sure my next guest will have lots to say about this story. Bishop Jakes is not only senior pastor of his church, the Potter's House in Dallas, but he is the producer of several films, including Winnie Mandela, starring Jennifer Hudson, and his newest film, Heaven is for Real, starring Greg Kinnear. He is also the author of a new book, Instinct, The Power to Unleash Your Inborn Drive, and it's available everywhere right now. Please welcome my good friend, the Bishop T.D. Jakes. I'd like you to meet these folks. This is Pablo, this is Anna, Amanda, and Bernice. And, you know, Bishop, you and I have talked about this situation. What's your take on this, just generally speaking? And then I have some very specific questions for you.
Well, you know, I think in order to make a marriage work, you have to have the same core values. One of the things that I often use a metaphor that the giraffe and the turtle can occupy the same space, but they don't have the same worldview. And it seems like you've got two different worldviews going on, even though you're in the same space. And the thing to me, Anna, that as a person, you have to be empowered to understand that in your core, you already knew this. The whole thing about instincts is that deep down inside, you sense truth on the inside. And when you sense that something is wrong and the information validates it, then you have to value yourself enough to take a real clear look at this. And Pablo, with you, you have a huge opportunity. I feel for you. I am on your side. I'm on your side.
So you're the only one.
Yeah, I knew you needed some help. I came out here to back you up. Here's the deal, though. You have to really, this is really rough, but you have to really strip down and stop blaming everybody, because you can't confront what's really going on with you. At the end of the day, whether your relationships work out with these women or not, the real problem is your relationship with yourself.
Pablo has issues with his wife. And you know what? The issues are legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Your issues are legitimate. She has failed to do some things that she needs to do in a reasonable way. You have legitimate complaints about her. Your way of reacting to them is illegitimate. This isn't like, here's Miss Perfect Goody Two-Shoes wife and monster husband. That's not the deal. But your reaction to it, I'm telling you, you never fix problems in a marriage by turning outside the marriage. You took an illegitimate way to deal with very valid needs and concerns. Okay. I get that. You think, this is all about this criticizing. No, I get that. But that's what happens, when you do something that egregious. We have to take a break. The book we're talking about from right now, the things that T.D. Jakes is saying, is his new book, Instinct, The Power to Unleash Your Inborn Drive. I read this in one setting and then realized that actually it's not a read, it's a manual. It's something that you really need to reflect on, reread sections, reread passages. You've outdone yourself this time, Bishop, and it couldn't be. Well, we're here with Bishop T.D. Jakes. The book we're talking about is Instinct, The Power to Unleash Your Inborn Drive. Anna has just revealed to her husband, Pablo, that she knows about his extramarital activities and affairs. One of the things that you say in here is that our instincts speak to us daily. Instinct advises, information informs, and together they provide direction, which is what this couple needs right now.
Absolutely.
Pablo, here's my point. You're damaged. I mean, you wouldn't do what you are doing if you hadn't been hurt somewhere along the way. And I don't know whether you two are going to stay married or not. You say you don't want to, but you don't really know. You don't really know, because until you heal yourself, you're not ever going to see her through a clear lens. And until he does that, you guys don't have a shot. You don't have a chance. You've got to deal with yourselves first. Are you interested in working on you?
Yes, I am.
I mean, because I know getting professional help can be very expensive, but if I arrange that for you as a gift in your hometown, where you had the opportunity to sit down with someone and focus on that, would you do it?
Sure, I would.
We're out of time. I want to thank my guest today. I want to give a very special thanks to the Bishop T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes' latest book, Instinct, The Power to Unleash Your Inborn Drive, is now available everywhere books are sold. I sat down and read this, and I always get so much from what you do. This really hit a spot at this time in life for us as a country and us across America. That's why they call you a leader. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.